And my girlfriend was like, that's going to be huge.
You know, ugly cousin.
Taylor, prior to joining the band in '97, it says that you were touring with Alanis Morissette during the Jagged Little Pill
Alanis.
era. Oh, I'm sorry. Will she get pissed?
Alanis. Canadian.
Will she get pissed if you say Alanis?
I'm sorry.
Will she get upset if you say Alanis Morissette? She's like, it's Alanis.
I don't think so. I don't remember.
She'll call you in the middle of
it's
like
like
a Ford sedan. The new Alanis.
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
That album was absolutely huge. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
And,
it was absolutely, it was like a big whirlwind.
You said once that you'd be delivering pizzas if it wasn't for her, right?
Yeah, I mean,
It's never too late.
yeah, it's never too late. Yeah, I mean, I played with a couple people prior to that. A lady named Sass Jordan, actually. And I was just kind of picking up gigs wherever I could, just as a drummer for hire, just so I didn't have to, do lawns and stuff.
Right.
Sell weed and stuff. So, like, I got that gig through playing with Sass Jordan. I think I was making $350 a week with her. And then it's a lot of weed. $500 a week with Alanis. And when she first started, but I got handed the manager who he said, check this out. Here's 3 songs. And one of them was You Oughta Know. And I remember like putting the cassette in my girlfriend's car. And my girlfriend was like, that's going to be huge. And I'm like, no. Yeah, it was weird. Like you could kind of hear it.
Yeah.
And so I joined the band, or she put the band together, and I was lucky enough to get the gig as the drummer. And she went away for a couple weeks, so we just put the set together. She went to like radio stations to, charm.
Oh, I know. What a pain in the
Charm,
ass.
people like you.
Kissing ass and taking names.
The
kissing
horrible
ass, taking
part of
names.
music.
And it came back, and we just started playing, and then that first single came out, and within like a week, it was like literally a week.
But quietly, the 25-year-old Grohl began to write and record songs of his own, playing all the instruments.
I went to the cassette place down the street, said, could you make 100 of these? And made a little card to go in it. Yeah. And I just started giving it out to people. And I called it Foo Fighters because I wanted people to think it was a group.
How would you describe the dynamic of this band?
Dave's the leader, and our job as the band is to make sure whatever in his head gets on the tape.
Along the way, he recruited Hawkins and Jaffe,
Everybody's speechless.
Chris Shiflett on lead guitar, Nate Mendel on bass, and guitarist Pat Smear, who was a touring member of Nirvana.
You put up this tribute to Taylor Hawkins, who just died from the Foo Fighters, way too young. It's very upsetting. On your drum, you have a picture, and I had Taylor on the show many times. I just thought he was the loveliest guy.
Yeah.
Very upsetting. That's a nice tribute.
Was a real beacon and full of positive energy. I'm gonna miss him so much. He's a godfather to my son Beckett, and we spent a lot of time together. These guys loved him too. We toured a lot back in the late '90s and 2000s. Played a lot of shows with the Foo Fighters. And, I love his family and just trying to be there for him on the outpouring from everywhere. Not only musicians, but people all over walks of life showed how much he was so loved. And when I asked him to be my son's godfather, I said, Taylor, do you think you'd be the godfather to Beckett? And he goes, yeah, of course, yeah. Well, yeah. What do I got to do? I go, not really anything. He goes, okay, great, I can do that.